Greetings and good day. I'm here with you for the daily analysis of the GBPUSD currency pair on February 18th. We are currently reviewing the daily time frame. Yesterday, following the release of news related to the UK labor market, the strength of this asset decreased, and the price of this currency pair declined. On the weekly time frame, there was an FPG in this area, which the price filled, and it reacted to the lower boundary of this FPG. As you can see, with this move, the liquidity below the previous low was collected and the price has rebounded upwards. The news I was referring to was yesterday's report on UK jobless claims, which, as you can see, was released at a much higher figure than forecasted. In addition to this, the average wage was also reported lower than the predicted figure, and both of these factors led to a significant weakening of the British pound. As a result of these two pieces of news, we can see that yesterday the British pound was the weakest traded currency in the market. And now, by looking at today's chart, we can see that the British pound has rebounded and is currently being traded as the strongest currency in the market. After the pound, we have the US dollar. Today, we also had the CPI news or inflation data for the pound, which was released unchanged, and later on we will have the FOMC meeting for the dollar. We are currently on the 4-hour time frame. We can see that with the downward movement that occurred, the liquidity present in the 4-hour FPG at the price of $1.35 was collected, and the price moved upward. So far today, the price has grown by about 0.12%. But considering that the news released for the British pound was worse than expected and detrimental to the pound, we still expect the movement of this currency pair to continue downward. According to our forecast, this downward movement could continue until Friday. And on Friday, we will have very important news for both currencies, that is, the pound and the US dollar. The most important news includes the PMI reports for both currencies and the GDP report for the US dollar. We are currently analyzing the 1-hour time frame. We can see that when the price returns to liquidity zones such as order blocks and FPGs, it faces selling pressure, which indicates that the prevailing trend is downward. Along the way, we encountered things like inducement and even market structure shift. But the price has consistently been trading below its resistance trendline. With its recent drop, the price of this currency pair collected the FPG zones and the liquidity of its previous low, and then recorded an impulsive upward move. Now, in this price retracement, the price of this currency pair is reacting to the 50% line of the 1-hour FPG at the price of 1.358. Based on the points mentioned, we still expect the pound to weaken. And as a bearish setup, the price can, after collecting the liquidity of this FPG and rejecting from this area, continue its downward move first towards the lower 1-hour FPG at the price of 1.3530 and then towards the previous low area. Wishing you success and profitable trades.